Okay, I'm back. I always like to share some experiences and stuff like that with you all. And I want to talk to y'all about this experience I had. And if you ever had an experience like this, and know that I am a medium, I'm sure there's more mediums out there. If you've had an experience like this, I would like for you all to talk about it with me and share your, comment on this and tell me your experience or whatever. But now, here's the thing. So you already know what I do. And there are a lot of spirits that follow me around, okay? I wake up to them sometimes and I can see them. Sometimes I can see them more times than others, okay? And so I would like to talk about this particular situation because I went out. It was a couple of weeks ago, and I went to a Best Buy, okay? And I noticed that when I was walking in Best Buy, I felt people behind me. I felt some energy behind me. I felt auras behind me, following me. So I decided that I was going to look behind me and see exactly what was going on. And when I looked behind me, I noticed that it was darker behind me than it was in front of me, okay? And so I was like, okay, what is this, okay? So when I look in front of me, it's well lit, but when I look behind me, it's dark, like a lot of darkness, like shadows and stuff, and so it was really strange, and it went on all that day. And then, I always tell you all about the hair. I always have a hair from a foreign body. I don't know whose hair it is, and I always, had a speculation that was maybe my guardian angel's hair. But this particular time, I noticed that after this particular situation, on my pants and all on my dress, there was these different strands of hair that I pulled off me, and I want y'all to see it. I pulled off about 100 strands of hair, and I want you all to see it. Okay, Big Mama need to pull a shirt down because y'all done fattened Big Mama up. Hang on a minute, okay? Okay. So, I said I was going to show this to my family because I know you all are light workers. So, this particular day, it was really strange. I don't want y'all to see the hair. Look at that. All of these are the strands of hairs that I pulled off of my clothing this particular day. Let Big Mama close the clothes up because she about to bust out of everything. Well, see this. Look at this, guys. Okay, now here's one, and I'm going to let you see it. Here's one, and they're different colors. Some blonde, some curly. Some some of them gray, some of them red hairs. But this is all of the hair that I pulled off of me that particular day. And I wished I could really show you all. But, I just really can't show it to you enough. But these are everyone. It went on for a week. I collected every strand, all of these strands off of my clothes, out of my inner, like I could turn my shirt on the other side. This is what I collected. Even little fibers. Look at that. That's even a little curly hair there. So, look. See those? Those are not my hair. So I said what I was going to do. I was going to keep it in this muslin and let an expert look at it so they can kind of like figure out what it is and what could be going on, because I was like, I have no clue what this is. So, I know there are different hair. There was even a little baby's hair in there. It was like a real soft blonde hair about that big. And so that morning I woke up, there were many individuals around my bedside. I counted about 5 or 6 individuals around my bedside. There was a lady with long dark hair carrying a baby around. And there was another lady sort of like, over my head like that. There was another heavyset lady with a flowered gown on. It was a flowered house coat, and I could see a slip under it. But they were all standing around me. I don't know if they wanted to communicate with me or not, being me a medium or what have you. But I agreed that the only one that I would talk to would be the baby. And so I never, the baby never came to speak to me. So the only one that I would want to speak to is the baby, because I decided that I wouldn't be able to speak to the rest of them. It was just too many. It was too many. Matter of fact, it was like a doorway to another dimension that was open with millions of people standing in that doorway trying to speak to me, so to speak, or it was some kind of association with me that they were trying to get to me or what have you. And I thought I'd talk about that to you all. And then I had so many different lights and stuff, like little round speckle lights and stuff that were coming to me and everything. Some were even trying to get in me, or some kind of way get in my face so that I could see them, like determined to speak to me or what have you. And I had wanted to talk to you all about that. Also, I had wanted to talk to you all about how this came about. This particular gift came about. And the reason why I'm going to talk to you about it, it's been going on since I was a child, but it got stronger lately. I'm almost to a point where I can just say something and I can tell people, okay, you're going to get such and such, they get it. So I don't know if I'm reading the future for them to get what they want to get, or I'm just manifesting these gifts to these people. So, I want to tell you how the gift came, because it stands out in my mind. And I do believe that there's an association with this particular gift, with this situation. So, I was just waking up, and I'm going to be honest with you, I had just got through reading a book on Wicca. Okay? And I can't remember the name of the book, but it was it was a book that I had checked out at the library, and it was a book on Wicca, and I can't remember the name of it. And I know the author was talking about a lot of different symbols and a lot of worlds, and doorways to other worlds. And just when I got complete with the book, I was waking up that morning, and all of a sudden some hieroglyphics came to me. It came in a blue wheel. Neon blue wheel. It spent out of my wall. It spent right from my wall to me. And it sat in my face, and it showed me many symbols that I've never seen before, and they look like hieroglyphics. Once it saw that I had saw every last one of them, it went right back out of the wall, right to wherever it came from. Another time, there was a Middle Eastern man that came to me. He was much larger than human. And he came through the walls, and he was so tall that the only thing could fit in was here to there, because he was he reached the height of my ceiling. And he brought these he brought a little treasure case to me, and the treasure case was the most beautifulest thing I have ever seen in the entire world. My imagination could not have manifested something so beautiful. And when he opened it up, it sparkled with the most beautifulest jewels I have ever seen in my life. I've never seen jewels like them. If I could only have them in my hands now. It was just like he had given me the keys to the multiverse. They were so beautiful. Guys, I've never seen jewels like that. The most beautifulest greenish emeralds that had such an it had an avocado type look to it. The jewel did. It was this deep avocado color, and these rubies that look like rubies we've never seen before that came with this, and they sparkled so beautifully. And just like the fairy dust that you see on the Disney thing, it had that, and they sparkled like that. But he wouldn't let me keep them. He just presented them to me. So that's why I tell you all, a lot of you all play the software games. It's really true. You can go from one level to the other level and collect jewels. So I don't know if it has started for you all yet, but the more jewels you collect, the more heightened your powers become. Your powers become more stronger. And it's so true. And then at the end, at the demise of this physical life, when you go to the next life on the other side, there are doorways. One subscriber who got my charm, talked to me about the different doorways. There were so many presented to him too, and there was like a guard that was guarding each particular doorway and wouldn't allow you over into so many doorways. And I got to stop. Okay, sorry.